Hi, everybody. Bob here. It's an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous late July Sunday. Temperature about 80, nice dry breeze blowing. It feels a lot like fall. And I don't know about you, but that's my favorite time of the year. I cannot wait. College football, cool, crisp evenings. It's the best time of year as far as I'm concerned. So anyhow, I feel like I'm getting a little taste of that this Sunday. Well, that's something to be grateful for, and that's kind of a segue for me because I thought that might be a nice topic for today to talk about gratitude and what that means to people. And not only that, but what does it do for you? Okay. My experience has been that people who have the most gratitude typically are the happiest. And people who don't maybe, think about what they're grateful for tend to be a little bitter in old age, maybe. Feel like they didn't get what was theirs, what they deserved, and feel like something's lacking. Well, I discovered a long time ago, now this is an important distinction to me, but I discovered a long time ago that there's a world of difference between being happy and being content. Okay? Happiness, everybody says they want to be happy. And I get it. I like to be happy. But I also recognize that happy is a very, very fleeting feeling. It's very difficult to stay happy for any great length of time. The feeling comes, it arises, and then it passes. And you can't really hold it. You can keep reminding yourself what you were happy about. That's true enough. But as soon as you stop thinking about it, the feeling of happiness goes away. Same thing's true for anger. Whatever's angering you is strictly a function of what you're thinking at that moment. If you make the choice not to think about what's making you angry, guess what? You're not angry. It goes away. You can't hold anger. You can only keep reinventing it. Okay, so then what's the difference between happiness and gratitude? Maybe not a whole lot, but I would say this. It's much easier to think yourself into contentment than it is to think yourself into happiness. Contentment, in my experience, generally comes from recognizing how much I have and being grateful for what I've been given, as opposed to focusing on what I don't have and being envious of others who I think have more. So where do I start with gratitude? I learned a while back not to focus so much on the big things. Big things can be taken away. You know that. You can be grateful for your health as long as it's just for today. But recognize that someday you may lose it. There are other things that you can be grateful for that you will never lose. You can be grateful for the air we breathe, for the sun that shines, for the love of family and friends. Grateful for this very fact of life. The probability of living, being alive on this planet is so astronomical, it defies description. And yet here we are, the chosen few. And I don't know about you, but I am exceedingly grateful for that. I'm grateful I woke up this morning. I'm grateful I have a loving wife. I'm grateful I have a roof over my head, and I'm grateful I have something to eat tonight. You know what? There are literally billions of people in this world who would consider their dreams answered if they could be in your place. Think about that. Their dreams would be answered just to be you. So, sometimes we think we have all the problems in the world, but we don't. We don't. Somebody said, talking about health, I thought this was very clever. They said, if you have your health, you have 1,000,000 problems. If you don't have your health, you have only one. Think about that. That's pretty profound in a way, isn't it? If you don't have your health, you only have one problem. And I would say amen to that, brother. That's the absolute truth. So, here I am sitting on my porch today, looking out into the yard. Everything's nice and green. We got some rain this past week. Everything is greened up really nicely. It's just beautiful today. Just beautiful. I hope y'all are having a nice day too. Okay? It's beautiful. The air is sweet. I see bees buzzing around. Wonderful day. Wonderful day. I'm so happy I'm alive. I am just so happy to be alive. I hope you are too. We're going to talk about practical things too in retirement or semi-retirement. As you can gather from my channel title, I'm not fully retired, and quite honestly, I don't see myself ever being 100% retired. I don't really want to be. I want to stay busy, and you could call a hobby, if you make money on a hobby, is it still a hobby, or has it become a job? I don't know. That's an interesting question, isn't it? Right now, this channel is a hobby. I certainly enjoy it, but I'm not going to lie to you. I would be more than happy to make some money at it. I don't know how that would change my feelings towards it. Maybe a sense of responsibility would come, or maybe greed would show up, and I'd have to contend with that. How much is enough? I'm really curious to know how you folks are making out. Do you stay busy? Do you go to the gym? Do you walk around the block? Do you get exercise? Do you watch what you eat? I try to. I try to watch what I eat. I do watch what I eat, and take that back. Eat very, very little red meat. Very little red meat. And eat a lot of vegetables. Luckily for me, I love vegetables, so it's not a burden. Eat lots of beans. Love beans. I like to eat, period, to be honest with you. So it's not the Mediterranean style of diet is not an issue for me. Actually, I'm real happy with it, to be honest with you. And I think it's good for my health. My health is not bad, although I do have one potential problem. I'm not going to get into it right now because I've talked long enough and said too little. But in one of the next videos that I put up, I'm going to talk about it, okay? And we'll see if this resonates with anybody. So, looks like I've been on the air now for a little over 9 minutes. That's probably about long enough. I think I'm going to stop. I hope you all have a great rest of the weekend, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Listen, if you do happen to click on this video and watch it, I really encourage you to hit subscribe and make a comment, because the YouTube algorithm pays a lot of attention, especially to the comments. So thanks again. See you soon.